What's good, everybody? So apparently things are not looking good for the game Duet Night Abyss. It is getting so much worse, and now the safety of every user that plays this game has now been compromised.
Couldst thou dream of a...
And it is not looking good. We have this breakdown here from Sticks that we're going to go through, but let's quickly talk about the history of Duet Night Abyss and what exactly has happened. As you guys know, Duet Night Abyss is a game that I was looking forward to on release. I did the beta. The devs were very kind enough to sponsor me for a couple of videos for Duet Night Abyss, and I played it on launch, and I kind of had some fun. I kind of had fun for a week or two. I even made some guides unsponsored just purely for the fun and love of the game. But for me, the game kind of reached a point where the grind was a little bit too I feel pointless. I feel like I don't know if it was kind of worth my time anymore. And I did in fact stop playing, I would say after like 2-3 weeks of playing the game, after grinding it out every single day for hours, I kind of had enough. And then even when 1.1 came out, it wasn't particularly something I was that interested in going back to, but I have been keeping up to date here and there with all the happenings of Duet Night Abyss. But as we all know, about a month ago, there was a security breach of Duet Night Abyss and of their servers. There was a huge hack. We could see here, right, someone trying to log into Duet Night Abyss, and the servers right here say Keitaro_GG.
I said GG 5 times.
And if you were to log in to these servers, you would see this very scary looking message. And this message, this hackerman, this hackening, was the sign of what's to come today. This was the beginning of the end of Duet Night Abyss. This was the warning shot that was sounded that now everybody is experiencing. So let's go back a month ago and read exactly what this said, and now how that relates to the current hack that's happened that is a million times worse for what happened a month ago. Okay, let's take a look. Hello, little Duet Night Abyss fan. This is not malware. By the way, say hi to Keitaro_GG. There is a lot to say. At first, Hero Games, Dino Games for that, and their sub, Pan Studio, doesn't really care about the safety of your personal info. I mean, for more than 3 years, some people have full access to their databases / internal CDNs. Second, as you see now, your safety is nothing for them. There may be a hidden rat or other type of malware instead of this manifest. Or better, imagine malware embedded in your game itself. Do not trust this classic insane China company. They will never change. By the way, for me, game itself is kind of fine, but looking how the early builds is literally Genshin in code, or their early game code name Panshen lol, like one Shen but from Pan Studio LMAO. Also last thing, they used Ace, anti-cheat expert from Tencent, and this shit is so ass. I hate it so much. Oh, also AI. They really now care more about this than actual games. Their future game, Project SOC, is real AI slop. They use AI for this game and for Crisis X2, so I think it's the end. Bye. So these were some good faith hackers. As we all know, the hacking community is pretty large, and there are a lot of people who deliberately try to hack into systems to warn people or to warn developers that it's possible, and they claim they're good faith ways of kind of showcasing, hey, this is an issue, we're not going to do anything malicious, but this is the fucking problem, fix the game. And obviously, if you log into the game and you see this, you would be scared.
Am I talking to a...
Yeah.
Oh no!
You would be scared. Black screen, white text, all caps. I'd be like, I don't care if you're trying to do a good service for people. Like, this would scare the absolute living shit out of me. And of course, a lot of people saw this and uninstalled the game, okay? Like, they thought this was scary, despite the fact it took, like, Hero Games, like, a number of days, okay, before they actually kind of resolved this issue. It wasn't an immediate fix. It actually took time. I think, was it like Chinese New Year at the time or something like that? And like, it was a bit of a delay to actually resolving this issue, which was pretty scary. But now, this right here, okay, was the warning of what's to come, especially this put hidden rat or other type of malware instead of this manifest. or better imagine malware embedded in the game itself. And now, today, what has happened? That exact thing has happened. Malware injected into the game that was trying to steal and rip people's login info. Yes, it actually happened. Duet Night Abyss fixed absolutely nothing from this hack, and they have still been compromised the entire time. So let's go and read this and break down exactly what's happening. Obviously, we have this post from the absolute gacha god Styx himself. Goddamn dude, I love Duet Night Abyss, but it turns out supposedly the game was hacked again, but this time it was much worse than before. The DNA socials confirmed abnormal game login issues. Okay, just abnormal game logins. But according to sources on their official Discord, Reddit, and Twitter, abnormal game login issues refers to an actual malware RCE executable injected into the game. Yep. It's not just, oh, it's just a little bit silly, just sorry, just this is happening again. No, actual malware injected into the game. I wasn't online at the time to verify this, but there are dozens of messages spread around every available platform confirming the hack was real and compromising people's private information. This is the second time they've been hacked in as many months, it seems, and this is incredibly sad to see. It's such a fun game with such a passionate development team, and I want nothing more than the best for them, but at the same time, you have to stop and wonder, how does this continue to happen? They addressed issues within hours of being alerted to the malware distribution, which I appreciate, and followed up with a full fix an hour after the public communication, and it seems like the entire situation has been resolved, but this is still not a good look for them. I do not care if the situation has been resolved. If this is now the second time the game has been hacked, and now actual malware was injected into the game, I am never downloading or logging into a Hero Games game again. I'm sorry, the developers have lost my trust for absolutely forever. I will probably never play another game by this studio again. This is the one thing that you don't let happen, okay? We all know what happened with the Arknights Enfield PayPal situation where people's got scammed out of money. That was more of a PayPal issue, but this is an actual game dev side issue, okay? And to steal your login, your data like that, this is the biggest fucking no I have ever seen. I was saying this to everybody, uninstall this game. I'm saying it. I'm being a doom poster, 100% absolutely. For the sake of your own fucking safety, these devs cannot get it to fucking together and actually fix their game to the point where it's safe for you to actually play. Okay? So uninstall this game. Vent your frustration. Do not support Hero Games, Pan Studio, whoever the fuck it is. Do not support these developers because they very clearly did not take the warning of this seriously. They did not take the warning of this seriously, and now your information has been put at risk. People's information has actually been compromised due to malware. This is the one thing that you do not let happen to your game, and the devs were like, it's just an abnormal login game issue. No, you haven't fixed your fucking game. It's now actually unsafe for your users. By the way, the people who still play your game are likely people that have actually spent on your game in the first place. So now you're putting paying users at risk. What's next? Stealing your payment information too?
I got hella money. I got $5.
What is actually next at this point? Where does it go from here? Okay, where does it go from here? This is absolutely insane. This should never have happened. Okay, let's have a look. Threat quarantine detected. Trojan. MSIL Umbral Stealer. Status quarantine. Quarantine files are in a restricted area where they can't harm your device. They will be removed automatically. The program is dangerous and executes commands from an attacker. This is ridiculous. Imagine having actual login stealer and calling it abnormal gamer login issues. Yeah, it's just a little bit silly. It's just a little bit silly. You know what? It's a little bit abnormal. Once okay is fixable, but twice under a year is asking for it. No, exactly. In the span of a couple of months. In the span of a matter of weeks. It just goes to show that they didn't actually fix any of the problems for the first hack. Absolutely none of them. They don't have the time, the resources, or the care. It's something. It's got to be something. Yeah, in less than a few weeks. You didn't get an update. I didn't get some kind. I had to restart for threats to take effect. I logged it at 5:30. Game launcher, it's already applied since my antivirus sent notice already, but game still launched. Have to wait for the deads. Damn, someone is trying to make Styx' video come true. I'm from Steam Launcher, but I exited the game when it asked me to restart the game, which I didn't, obviously, and I guess I'm logging in unless they fix it for real. It's so dumb. Since my comment got popular, I had to remind that these are just info I got from a thread on Steam, and while some of my friends confirmed to the existence of these files, at no moment I declared this is all of it. It might be and it might not. On these situations, you need to address the company for a proper solution. This is just an extra check for power users not afraid to check their system themselves. So someone actually provided it something here for you to go and check whether or not that something was placed onto your files, onto your system. And if you are someone that has recently played Duet Night Abyss, go and check this. Go and check these files, delete them if they're there, check that you're safe, and then uninstall the game, okay? Uninstall the game. Don't play this game. Don't give the devs your money. Don't trust these devs again. This is, again, like I said, the one thing you cannot let happen. Hacking of your game and putting users' data at risk. Not happening. Don't do it. I'm honestly pretty fucking appalled. I'll be real. I'm appalled. I'm angry, okay? As someone who supported this game on its launch, as someone who thought the devs were pretty awesome and they were pretty, you know, nice and respectable, and I did some content with them and I was sponsored with them, and I feel kind of fucking disgusted. I feel kind of disgusted. I feel kind of appalled. Like, this is actually one of the worst things that can happen to any gacha game. Like, I don't know what could be worse than this, to be honest. Apart from someone going away and deleting accounts, like, at that point. I don't know how the studio can look themselves in the eyes or look in the mirror and be like, we're doing so much. We care a lot about our community base, right? Because the people that still play your fucking game, you should respect like crazy, because so many people already quit, right? So many people already quit your fucking game, so the people that stuck around, they are your OGs. They're your real ones. They're the people who actually care. And this is how they get treated, by having their login details stolen, by having their data mined. Yeah, like, who else? Who knows what else other malware could be injected into the game? Like, who knows? There could be other shit that people aren't aware of just yet, right? There could be other things. So this is absolutely fucking unacceptable. And I never really say this. I hope this game EOS's. I'm sorry. This game has to go end of service. This game's gonna be wiped off the fucking map. I'm now the biggest Duet Night Abyss hater that there has ever been. You just don't do this. You don't fuck with people like this. And the devs clearly don't give a fuck. Duet Hack Abyss. Duet Night EOS. It's fucking time. Shut up the fucking shop. That's it. You tried. You fucking failed. Womp womp. Move the fuck on. You go to your next AI slop game, apparently, or whatever the fuck it is, okay? Clearly, this was just meant to be a fucking cash grab of a game, but apparently they couldn't even do that, right? They couldn't even fucking do that. So that is my take on this whole Duet Night Abyss situation. Fuck these fucking devs. This is so dumb. And that's kind of how it is. I'm never playing this game again, and I'm very likely to be very skeptical of any other game these devs release. And I will be their number one op. But she didn't bleep her swear, sorry. You Hero Games, okay? You do it, Night Abyss, okay? You piece of go back and fucking, sorry, go back and fuck yourself, okay? Hey, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm live every single day on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, wherever you like to watch streams. Come over and say hi. I'd appreciate it. And I like to upload pretty regularly daily on this channel. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.